All right, teams are both ready, so let's get this show on the road. Hopefully we don't see any splats right off the bat again. Perfect, no
Everyone's
splats.
safely in the water.
Saka's immediately grabbing a bow and beginning to shoot. But this time, Sonia's Angry Muffins is making it significantly further down lane on the first few seconds than they did last time.
Yeah, they currently have 3 people already getting to the bridge.
O and VT going down for
Oh,
resources. Looks like...
wait, they're doing it.
No. One of them was trying to bridge. But Fold
They're
is...
currently three
yeah.
people down in first resources slash first world.
Oh,
One of own
that's
does
protection
die.
armor out of the world too. That's 3 people all dead. Looks like the
Oh, power
rush
got
has
split
been stifled. See how
for the time
long.
being.
Yeah, for the time being. Yep. We'll see how long Polio decides to hang back at the bridge. PvP across. We do have... Yep, Elberon Shadow did manage to survive the initial drop. So that's
It seems like
good for
he's
them.
just waiting for support to come and help.
Yeah, Oven VT doesn't seem like he's going to be able to provide the support, and Zakaz is actually in a position to stop any support from being able to get down to him. So we'll have to see how quickly Polio decides to run all the wolves now. Like Zakaz actually is going to be running the resources down here.
Fold is at second resources, so he will be grabbing that and running into third and then second, presumably.
Yeah,
Of
for
course, with
sure.
anyone from Sony's Angry Muffins at second, it should be a pretty uncontested run.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Zakaz down into the iron room. No one from Sonia's Angry Muffins appears to be at the bottom of the chasm anymore.
Yeah,
So
all of them did die, so they are all on respawn.
it's a rough one. Zakaz should have 2 iron blocks collected right about now. Doesn't look like they're gonna be attempting to make any more progress actually on getting a bridge set up. I feel like if this
No,
was the plan, they should go ahead and grab the knockback and the creeper eggs out of the knockback shovel and the creeper eggs out of the chest that they can reach, so that they can at
Morat
least do something.
does get a kill on Adam though, so
That's
doing a little bit of damage here.
that is a plus. Let's see. Let's go check on Fold, see if he's doing any running resources. It's like well, it's like he's just grabbed the resources and is on his way out. See if he runs second, if he runs third, which one he runs first. But for now, let's just keep a watch on this bridge area here. See if Sonia's Angry Muffins can actually manage to get a bridge set up or not. They do have
Oberon Shadow still at the entrance of first, dug in here, so might take him a little while to get that started.
yeah, it looks like Zakaz might actually be planning to start the wool himself. Yep, he's taking up a sniper spot, and now he's just gonna clear out the mobs at the entrance to the wool, and will likely run it himself. Going for the bottom level first. We'll see if he takes the opportunity to water, or if he's just gonna run through, flip the levers, and go.
Yeah, Polio's 2 main PvPers, Adam and Claff, are just set up at the bridge, preventing anyone from getting into first wool and first resources. Seems like this plan to rush first wool with all 4 people is gonna fall flat. So
Yep. Fold is making moves down towards the third wall right now. And we have an ox spot from the other side of the bridge aimed directly towards the entrance to first. So looks like Polio might be prepared to stop any wool touches entirely this game. They don't want the collusion to mean anything. They don't want any ambiguity on them being the first seed out of their group here. Of course, Polio does take the win here. The other team in their group that they haven't played yet did decide to drop out of the tournament, so they'll be 3-0 after this. Fold is almost at the third wool box. He'll have that touch done, and then I imagine he'll just run second, and then by that point in time, I imagine Zakaz will have finished first wool. Like, he still only has the 1 lever flipped, but he has pretty much all of the time in the world because the rest of his team is doing such a good job of keeping the other team from being able to make much progress anywhere.
yeah, certainly. While you can 4-man rush it, because of the early PvP losses taken by Sony's Angry Muffins, they weren't really able to make any progress on first before Polio were able to get their resources and get their lockdown set up. So yeah, it seems like this is going to be a pretty heavy struggle for them to make any progress in first.
Yeah, they do have if somebody making a little bit of progress, but Zach has healed up enough and is able to take out Tabor from his cry box area. He hasn't healed up to full, but I imagine he'll probably just clear out mobs and cry box again when he feels the need to.
Yeah, definitely surprising that Sonia's didn't even go for the iron blocks to try to run first. They only went for the 2 iron, which I think got voided, right? So
I believe so, yeah. Don't
really don't have any armor left.
I don't think they had too much of an opportunity to get down there either, because when they jumped down initially, Zakaz had followed them and was putting pressure on, as well as Claff and Adam Chen
No,
from above.
Owen was trying to run the iron, but he did get killed. But he's still trying to grab the first resources now.
There
He's
is
getting pinged by
Zakaz or Adam Chen inside the entrance to first.
Yeah, this is a much better spot to pressure first wall, obviously inside, because Zakaz sometimes can't get an angle on the lower levels of first from the surface.
Yeah, and Fold is being very careful with this. He wants to make sure that there's no possible way that he can throw this game. He is stopping to craft doors, even though their bridge for Sonia's Angry Muffins hasn't even been completed yet. Oh, they have 2 extra blocks that could have been considered for a bridge placed. That is the last lever flipped for the side of Polio. Zach has flipped all the levers. He just has to make his way to the wool box. He did decide to water 2 of the levers and is now collecting the cannon supplies.
I'm sure for Polio, this is just good practice, making sure that they're doing everything to play it as safe as possible.
Yeah.
No reason to throw here.
Fairly certain that that's what's going through their minds right now. They know that they have a substantial lead, and they want to make sure that there's nothing that they do wrong that could possibly throw the game for them.
Or throw a wool touch.
Yeah, I suppose that is also probably going through their heads. The tiebreakers for wool touches. Zakaz is right above the wool box for first wool. He should be able to just drop down the final drop and get it. Interestingly enough, he's deciding to light up. It looks like he might actually just be posting up with a sniper spot here and is going to wait for Fold to finish second wool before he even makes a run for the wool box here.
Yep, this makes a lot of sense. Just having all 3 of them committed here to make sure that there's absolutely no chance of a first wool touch
and
by Sonia's.
He's going in now. Grab that, and Fold is roughly halfway through second wool here. Of course, he's been completely uncontested, so there's not really any pressure on him here. It's like he just blitzed through the PvE section because none of the mobs have been able to spawn. Now he's very quickly blocking over the areas of water at the last vertical here.
Yep, and Zakez is now in the wool box as well, so they do have all 3 wolves now in hand. They just need to get it to the monument.
2 touches. Fold is 2 seconds away from touching second wool, so this should be very rapid. Claff is going to have one of the more impressive scorelines that we'll ever see in a sub 12-minute match. So,
I think the real question is his accuracy. Let's see how that's doing.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Listen, anyone can steal kills.
Anyone can steal kills.
That's why my scoreline always looks terrible, because I get all those assists, Drew.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
It's definitely not just because I'm a feeder.
Adam Chan's position inside of the wall has managed to net him quite a few eliminations. Well,
this is just a stifling performance from Polio.
ONVT
hasn't been able to do anything.
ONVT decided to grab 2 out of 4 iron blocks, has crafted iron pants and an iron chest plate. We'll see what that ends up netting them. Zakhez is making his way back out with the wool now, but of course, because Adam Chen has been standing under the spider spawner and the creeper spawner and the zombie spawner, a lot of mobs have been spawning. Might make Zakez's life a little bit harder, but in the event that he really needs to, he'll just pass around and Foldesi can grab that from him. Of course, Foldesi having now finished and come out with second wool.
Zakez should also just be able to hop down onto Adam's little island there as well.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too difficult for him to get out.
Yeah, definitely not. Making slow
Real
and steady
question.
progress from the side of Sonia's Angry Muffins into the wool, but they haven't been able to flip a lever yet.
The real question is, can they run into the monument before they get a wool touch?
Oh,
Probably.
that's
Almost
a good
definitely.
question.
But we'll
Almost,
see.
yeah, it's almost certainly the case.
Sometimes you just gotta hold out hope. Race for
Elbron,
wool, anything can happen, and Elbron is out of the world.
he got comboed out of the world by zombies. That's the first
That's
time I've
rough.
really ever seen that happen. Bold
Well,
placing
when you
wool
do have
next to
4
the
people
monument.
in here getting all the spawns,
It's like there
get a
were
lot
a
of mobs.
few arrows heading Zakaz's way, but he'll be able to make his way back up while giving Claff some more kills. Bold has fallen back to the entrance to first as well and is looking like he wants to score a kill or two. Zakaz going up towards the monument to place. Running out of stone blocks to use, so he's pillaring with TNT.
Pretty reasonable since Sonia's didn't even get TNT resources.
And that is the game.
That is the game.
Relatively quick one. We did of course not see Wool touch on the side of Sonia's Angry Muffin.